Hello everyone, my name is Gabran Arruda, and I am back to talk to you about how I personally spend my money. Last time we talked about my general philosophy on how I should spend my money and what that means for my life and other people's lives. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the practicality and everyday life examples of that. I'd like to call it philosophy in action. Do you ever find yourself in a situation where maybe you brought a lunch or you bought lunch, but your friend doesn't have a lunch today, so you decide to spot them and buy them lunch for that day? Most people would not mind doing that, even if it's just once or twice for a friend. Normally, they wouldn't mind. Now let's change the situation a little bit. Say you already ate lunch and you went out just to get ice cream and you only brought enough money for you to get ice cream. But as you're on your way over to the ice cream place or wherever you're going, out of the corner of your eye you see a homeless man on the street. He's hungry and he's begging for money. Now I'm sure most people wouldn't even bat an eye at the homeless man. I mean, we see him all the time in LA. And you already went out of your way to go and get ice cream, so you're probably just gonna go and buy some ice cream, right? And there of course is a lot of good human logic in this decision. Number one, you don't hold any personal attachment to this homeless person. Number two, you have no idea what he would do with the money if you actually did give it to him. He could just waste it on something that would just destroy his life, like drugs, alcohol. You have no idea. And number three, you can't guarantee that he's going to be productive with his life whatsoever after you gave him what you gave him. However, I do oppose this stance. This is not the Christ-like approach, because God is a God of second chances no matter where you've screwed up in your life. Take Jesus for example. He let Judas be one of his disciples despite the fact that he was going to be the one that turned him into the authorities and be the reason that he was tortured and ultimately put on that cross where he died. Or even Peter, even though he denied Jesus 3 times in his worst moments of his life, he still allowed Peter to be one of the greatest leaders in his starting church. The truth is, Jesus is constantly giving us opportunities to receive his love, whether we actually accept it or not. And because of this, we should be able to give that homeless person an opportunity to experience the love of Jesus firsthand through you, no matter what he does with that opportunity. Because you stepped out in faith, God can use that experience to bring out greater good. And that's taking God at his word. And plus, take the initial investment that you did make in the ice cream. It would have ended up ruining your health anyways. So in short, what you're doing is degrading your own life and taking away the blessing of another person's. That's honestly what it comes down to. I know it's not easy to think about in our own human way of looking at things, but that's honestly what it comes down to when you really look at it biblically. Of course, this should definitely be taken in context, because obviously if you're in a terrible financial situation, it is of utmost importance that you take care of yourself and your family first and foremost. Because if you put yourself in a terrible financial situation, you can no longer be a blessing to the people around you. But in this situation, you are already going to use the money on something worthless anyways, so might as well use it on something that could easily be worthwhile. Through these little decisions you make on a daily basis, God can use it to truly change the lives of other people around you, and you don't even realize it. In the next vlog, I'm going to talk about what this type of spending means for my life and other people's lives in the long run. But until next time, peace!